Okay, so this is the brain unit for the truck. It has two major sections. This is the PIC-18 microcontroller that actually controls the whole system, and it communicates through these 6 sets of pins to the remote sections of the truck to turn on and off different systems. It's able to communicate through USB to a computer, and these are 2 multiplexers for inputs, so you have 16 input switches that can come through a remote system, or they can be locally turned on in order to simulate a switch being pressed for testing purposes. And well, let's go ahead and hook this up. Whenever we apply power, right now I have it set up to flash to indicate that there's power applied. You can see that's flashing, and you can adjust the speed of the flash via different switch settings on Mux 1. I'm going to leave that for a moment and discuss what this board is. This board is a simulation of a tail light cluster. It includes a reverse light, a brake light, marker, and turn signal. And power is going to be applied from this board, which it wouldn't usually be coming from the brain board. It would come from a regulator and 12-volt supply. And the signal that's going to tell this PIC what to display here is going to come from one of these 6 outputs. We'll connect up power first. I'm hooking up the rear left to this. Right now, of course, it appears to do very little. Get these out of the way. But if you, for example, hit the brakes, assuming I got the polarity right on that. There we go. You hit the brakes, it turns on the brake lights. If you turn on the left turn signal, it turns on the rear left turn signal. If you turn on, I believe this is hazards, turns on all the turn signals, which that doesn't do anything apparently. And the reverse lights, you can combine any number of these to show that they work together or separately. And if you turn on any of the headlights, for example, if you turn on the marker lights, it turns on the markers. If you turn on your low headlights, it turns on the markers. And if you turn on the high headlights, it turns on the markers. Now, right now, I'm only running into one issue with this system. And I think it's a short between these last, let me switch, there we go. These last 2 switches right here I think have a short somewhere, and I don't have my multimeter yet. It's in the mail. But if you turn on this last one, it's supposed to turn on everything to give you a test. And you can see everything comes on there. But if I turn on the next to last one, it does exactly the same thing. But for the actual control, these 2 switches aren't used at all right now, so it's not a big problem. Should be able to hunt that down before we actually get anything real going on. But that's the basic concept. This light is just showing the different speeds that I can flash things at. We can go with incredibly slow for something like windshield wipers, have a long delay on it. Or we can switch that in between to pretty much any speed that we want it to have using inputs from the user. I plan on hooking this up to an analog input, a potentiometer, so you can just turn and select exactly what speed you want. But right now, that's it.